What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Chris on site, back here with another YouTube video. And in today's video, I'm gonna be telling you guys about my ankle injury while eating world's famous Joe's Pizza. I don't know if you guys can see. Basically, Joe's Pizza is the pizza that I guess pops up in the Spider-Man movies. I'm not sure.
Boy, if you don't get your squiggly diggly head.
I've only seen one movie, Spider-Verse, like Way From Home, something like that. So, yeah, and I'm gonna tell you guys more about my ankle injury and how I fractured it. Thank you guys for the 11 subscribers. Like, comment, and subscribe. But before I start, I'm gonna do the song of the day. And in honor for the Spider-Man pizza themed, I'm gonna do, what's it called? It's called Sunflower by Post Malone and Sway Lee. Needless to say, I keep a check, but nevertheless, calling it quits, baby on a red. Ooh, something good news, you're riding like a cruise, and I'm not gonna lose. I was gonna put my headphones on and listen to it so I get the lyrics more, but I was too lazy. Alright, so my ankle injury started by the way, before I start, I'm like across the street from the pizzeria because I'm like in a quiet street where like no people really pass by, so I just thought it'd be a good idea to set up here. I have my tripod here on the floor, some people on the background, but that's fine. I'm not gonna be scared. So basically, my ankle injury happened on April 23rd. First, here's a look. So it happened on April 23rd. On April 23rd, it was a Tuesday. I was at school. I'm in university, so I was at school, right? So while I was at school, it was a Tuesday, right? It was a Tuesday at 2 o'clock. I was on the phone with my mom, talking to, because I had to call her so that we can call FAFSA, because we needed to get something submitted for my FAFSA, right? Boom, boom. We tried calling. They leave me on hold for like 30 minutes, and I gave up. So I told my mom, we'll just call her another time. We'll call them another time. So we did. I was in the living room. So after that, I was tired. It was like 2 o'clock. So then I went to my room to take a nap. I took a nap, and I woke up like around 5 o'clock. Let me take my first bite. At 5 o'clock, my friends called me, right? They were like, yo, pull up to the gym. We're playing basketball right now. So they told me pull up to the basketball court. I was like, okay, bet. So I went to go play basketball, right? It's OD good, bro. Sauce is really good. So I went to go play basketball, right? I just came from a nap. I pulled up. All my friends were there. So they were shooting around. I shot around. Boom, boom. 30 minutes later, one of my friends challenged me to a 1v1. So we played. Like halfway through the game, he injured his ankle first. In the end, it was only like a sprained ankle. So he subbed out. And after he subbed out, my other friend came to play for him. So now I was playing my new friend, while the first friend was on the ground, sitting, worried about his ankle, even though it was just a sprain, I think. So boom, I was playing the second guy to finish the 1v1. I had game point. It was like 6-0 or 6 something. I have hops. So I got rebound, I got the ball, it was the final point. I got rebound, went to the 3-point line, and when I turned around, I ran straight for a game-winning layup. As I ran towards him and went up, he got a piece of the ball. So he basically blocked the shot without. You're fine. You can go. You're good. You're good. No, you're good. You're good. You're fine. It's fine. Thank you. So yeah, before the ball could leave my hand, he got a piece of the ball. So let's say I drove up, he jumped up with me, and before the ball left my hand, he blocked it. So like his weight was now on my weight now. Basically, it forced me down because let's say I went for a layup, but the ball left my hand, could have just smacked the ball away. But since the moment he caught it, the ball was still in my hand. His body weight basically came down to my body weight. And after that, so basically I lost control, and on the way down, I landed wrong. So for me, there's two reasons why I fractured my ankle. One, not to blame my friend, but he basically like had his weight on me. And second, I was using the basketball shoes I was using were size 7 basketball shoes, and I'm a size 11. And the reason why I was using those because those were the only basketball shoes I used ever since like sophomore year of high school. So like I thought I was like I'm gonna just continue wearing them. So that was my fault too for using a small shoe. So basically when I fell, my ankle, I landed like that on the ground. So I was like that on the ground. Like I was too scared to stand up. My friend was like, yo, stand up, stand up, stand up. I slowly stood up on one leg. He was like, yo, just walk it off. Nothing. But in my head, I was like, bro, I just heard a crack at my ankle. First I thought it was from my knee. So I thought, damn, I broke my knee or I fractured my knee. But when I stood up, it was my ankle. When I tried putting weight on it, I couldn't. So my friend, one of my other friends, like there's 8 of my friends. So one of my other friends went to get a seat. This never happened to me before. I never broke a bone. I never got injured this bad. What do I do? My friend was like, no, you gotta call the ambulance on campus. And I was scared. I was like, bro, what if it's just a minor injury? So I didn't want them to call the ambulance. Because I was like, bro, what if it's just a sprain? I was just learning to walk it off. But thankfully, they did call someone because it ended up being a fracture. So I waited like 10 minutes for the campus ambulance to pull up. They pulled up, they took off my socks. It was really swollen. My ankle was really swollen. So they wrapped a band-aid, got my information, and then drove me to the hospital. The hospital was like 5 minutes away. At the hospital, I got put to the ER, the emergency room. I waited for like 5 minutes, and then boom, I was at the back. So the campus ambulance left, and then I was just stuck waiting. Where I was waiting, there's only like 3 other patients, and I had like the most serious injury, I'd say. The other 2 were like kids with like asthma or like a fever, and then one guy, I forgot. But I'd say I had the most like worst injury there. And I entered at the ambulance at 9 o'clock, and I left at 5 in the morning. So that was like about 7 or 8 hours I was in the ambulance. I was in the ER. I'm not trying to complain about it, but I was like, bro, they couldn't get me. Like every time they came, they left for another hour, and then I came back. So it was 9 o'clock, right? I got there like around 9 o'clock. They put ice and bandaged my ankle, right? Wow, this is good. I'm talking so much. And sorry for the bad angle. It's like slanted, but I couldn't fix it. This is the best angle I can get.
Yeah, I feel like
For y'all saying no bed, I do got a bed, boy. I got to the ambulance. No, they didn't bandage my leg up. They just gave me ice while I waited for the X-ray rooms. So I got there. I'm just chilling, and when I get out of my bed and I just get there, I called my mom. I called my mom before when I was still at school, when I just got injured, and I asked her if I could go to the hospital because I didn't know if I should go to the hospital or not. She was like, yeah, go. So I called her again when I got to the hospital. And she was all worried and stuff. And then, yeah, I told her what's happening. I was like, I'm gonna have to be here for a while. I don't know how long I'm gonna be there. But she just said, blessings, stay safe, and boom. I called my dad too. Same thing. Same issue. I told him what's happening. He said, hopefully everything's getting well soon. And I'm just panicking. When I'm just sitting there, I'm just waiting and waiting for the doctor to come and come and come. I'm just panicking because it's the worst. Like, it was not that painful. It was painful, but it was like the worst thing that's ever happened to me. So like my mental was going crazy. Like I didn't know what would happen next or what was going to happen at all. So yeah, I'm waiting. I'm posting TikToks.
Forever's not long enough. If it's endless, what we done. Either you're a rebel or
I'm texting my friends what happened, the group chat, and they're like, oh. And then they're talking about my other friend that hurt his ankle too. So they got him like braced up, and thankfully he was good. I was texting them in the group chat like, damn, I don't know what's gonna happen. They were just like, stay safe, hopefully you get better soon. So that day was a Tuesday, the next day was a Wednesday. So Wednesdays I only have one 8:30 class. So I quickly emailed my teacher telling him, oh, I'm gonna miss this class, obviously. I sent him a picture of my foot, and then, so I was good for the next day. So I wasn't worried about class, because I only had one class the next day. And it wasn't like the important classes, it was like a history class. So I'm waiting for my x-rays. 2 hours later, I think, they get my first x-ray, and then I get out. Go back to my spot. I think like another hour later, I get my second x-ray. And while I get my x-ray, they want to see your foot under tension. So they twist your foot. Even though my ankle was swollen, they twisted my foot in each direction to like get a better shot, I guess, on the x-ray, and that hurted like my foot would like stutter because like it couldn't handle the pain. So yeah, I got my second x-ray. It was probably like 1 o'clock by now. 1 o'clock, I keep waiting. It turns 2, it turns to 3, and finally, like at 4 o'clock, the doctor comes back with all the information. He's like, oh, so you fractured your ankle. It was a fibula fracture on my left leg. He said he saw the x-ray, so he could see a slight crack in my bone. So it was finally time for me to leave. It was like 5 a.m. They gave me crutches, right? They went, bro. The guy was like, I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes with the crutches. I waited like another 40 minutes for him to get my crutches. So I got my crutches. Before they got my crutches, they put me in a splint. So a splint is like half of a cast. So a cast, like they wrap your whole leg up to your knee and your ankle, and then like wet it, and then it dries completely. But a splint is like the hard dry part. When it dries up, the hard part is only like on the bottom of your foot. So like on the front, it was just like bandage. But on the back, it would be like a hard cast kind of. But it's called a splint. So they put me in a splint. Like at 5, it was time to leave. They gave me crutches. So I got my crutches. I spent like 20 minutes trying to learn. But I got it easy because I think like physical things like I can learn quickly because I say I'm an athletic person. So I was able to get the hang of using crutches within like 5 to 10 minutes. But there was still a lot of pain in my ankle. Like since it was swollen, I couldn't do crutches like this. I had to put my leg all the way back because if my leg was like this, the blood, like you could feel the blood pressure going to your ankle and it would just hurt like hell. So I had to put my ankle backwards and use crutches. It was like 5 a.m. I called my school because they was like, call us when like they let you go so that we could drive you back to campus. I called them, they put up like 10, 30, 20 minutes. They drive it. The driver was a sweet lady. She was like asking how I was going and like asking how I was doing and hoping for the better wishes for me. I come back to campus. I come back to my dorm, 6 a.m. I'm tired as hell. I can see the morning, and then my roommate's asleep, obviously. So yeah, I can keep on going and explain how, like, since it was April 23rd, I had only 1 week left of classes, and then the next 2 weeks were like full of final exams. So I can keep going how like my experience was going to class and going to my exams, but I think I'm gonna stop it there. So an overall run review. overall review, I was in a splint for 1 week, then I was in a boot for 2 weeks, then I was in a cast for another 3 weeks. So 6 weeks I was in something, and I couldn't bear weight, so I couldn't put weight on it, so I couldn't walk. I was using crutches for 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, I got my cast off, and I could start to apply pressure to my leg. So after the 6 weeks, the first 2 weeks of me being out of cast and being able to add weight, you have to do a lot of stretching, and the stretches hurt really bad, especially like your ankle and like the back of your calf. Right, you can see I'm wearing a brace, but the back of your calf, a lot of stretching, because after 6 weeks of no movement, your body loses a lot of muscle and it forgets how to walk. So you have to teach yourself how to walk. But when I got out of a cast, bro, my outer calf of my leg was OD flat. Like this was like juicy, no diddy. It was like really juicy because I lost a lot of muscle. So I had to regain that back. So within the first 2 weeks after, like I said, everyone's progress is different, but since I'm an athlete, I'd say, I guess it was kind of easier for me because my mental, because I'd want to keep pushing myself and like get better as fast as possible. So I kind of did listen to my doctor. He told me the first 2 weeks, walk with my boot and 2 crutches. The next 2 weeks, walk with my boot and 1 crutch. And the final 2 weeks, no crutches, but still in your boot. I did not listen at all. Because within the second week, I wasn't using my boot at all. I was just using crutches. So like the first week, the first 2 days, bro, I hurt. Like I tried to walk with 2 crutches and a boot. I couldn't barely put any weight. I put like 20 pounds. By the next week, I was able to like stand and like handle my full body weight on my left leg. So I could stand and not really walk. I would be like limping and stuff. So I was limping, but I could stand. The second week after walking, my friend hits me up. He's a singer, and I support his dreams like 100%. So he was having his first show. It was only my second week. It was only 1 full week because it was a Thursday. It was only 1 full week after just getting my cast off, and I was like, bro, I gotta go to this show. I can't miss it. It was not too far. I just had to take the bus. So 1 week after getting my cast off, when my doctor told me at this time I would still have to be using a boot and 2 crutches, I was using no boot and only 1 crutch. So I was in slippers and Crocs, and I would walk to the bus in a slipper and just 1 crutch, and I would be limping and limping and walking. And I did that to go to my friend's concert, even though I was supposed to be in a boot still outside walking with a boot and 2 crutches. But at that point I was able to handle enough weight, and I was like, bro, I gotta speed up the process because I was stuck inside for too long. So I wanted to speed up the process, even though it probably hurt me in the end, but whatever. So I go to my friend's concert, had fun. On the way back, my stupid ass wanted to city bike back home, but I still couldn't. I thought just because I could stand, I could push weight now, but no, I fell twice because I couldn't get the movement of pedaling. Some cool bike rider just said what's up to me. I said what's up. So yeah, I ended up canceling my city bike. I put it back on the dock. Some girl tried to help me. She was like, "Do you need help?" She probably knew she didn't see my crutch, so she probably thought I didn't know how to ride a bike, but I do. I couldn't because I couldn't handle the weight. So I got an Uber, went back home. But yeah, that's enough of. If y'all want more details, comment down below. But I think that's enough of how I fractured my ankle. I'm gonna finish this pizza, bro. So Joe's Pizza, I'd say a 9 out of 10. The people inside were really nice. Bro, I thought this slice would be like $7, $8. It was only $4, so it's not that bad. Because like normal slices are $3. So $4, $1 extra for this reputation and being this good, it's not that bad, bro. I thought it was gonna be like 7 or more. But yeah, 9 out of 10. It's really good. The sauce is really good. good amount of cheese, and a lot of crispy dough. It's cold by now, but whatever. I said really good. I say visit Joe's Pizza. The service is really nice. Like, luckily it wasn't that crowded, so I got my pizza like within like 2 or 3 minutes. But yeah, thank you. If you're at the end of this video, thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh man.